Hello everybody! We are live. It is Friday night. If you are on YouTube, this is not a Strange New World's final reaction.
We can also do that.
We can do that too.
Here's our reaction.
Yay!
Whoop,
whoop. We like Gordons.
If you're here tonight, please give us a shout out. Let us know you are here. Who have we got in the house? We got Julian.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hi,
Everyone's
JJ's.
here. This is good. As you'll notice, we are in a new location today. We are just next door from our usual location in Sarah's house. Yeah, hey, Christoph.
Hey.
Yes, we. Hi, Richard. How are you? Yes, so we're here live and we want to talk about Destination Star Trek. Hi, Neil.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us. You might notice my t-shirt. I got a Destination Star Trek.
Nice boots.
3.
Damn.
Thank you. T-shirt on. We are not reviewing Destination Star Trek 3. That was many years ago.
But it was just
And
a great.
it was
Really good.
So good.
Yes,
So
it was
good.
really good. In fact, I know exactly how long ago. It was coming up to almost exactly 9 years ago.
Oh, it's Hugh's birthday.
Yes. It's,
2-week-old baby.
I was so he was 2 weeks old, so that's how I know. So yes, I picked up this T-shirt at Destination Trek this year, and I'm really annoyed that I didn't just pick up a T-shirt from the cupboard when I was working for Destination Star Trek. But I had to pay for this one. That's fine because it all goes to a good cause. More Destination Trek. So this year was the first year that what was formerly known as Destination Star Trek operated without its official Star Trek license and did an unofficial event named Destination Trek. Very clever.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Legally distinct logo. I liked it.
Yeah. So yeah, well done, guys. So yeah, we went up and I gotta admit, I was a bit worried that it wasn't going to happen. And I think a lot of people were. Hello, Willie. Hi. And I think a lot of people were. But we had faith of the heart. And we just kept plugging and saying, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Hey, James. Not that legal. Yeah. And there's probably, I'm sure, behind the scenes, there are some letters. I don't care. Gary, how you doing?
I think they've kind of found a neutral ground, shall we say?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's not too much.
I've got to admit, I'm surprised they were able to do what they do. I'm glad they were able to, but I got to admit, I thought
crossing a few lines of intellectual property.
Not so much that. I thought there may be rules about how many guests, like the division of, it was solid Star Trek
And I think
appearances. Which
for us, the SAG strikes.
Yeah,
that was the biggest kind of thing that we were worried about.
Yeah, I thought that was going to kill it.
So, and the guests that did come, thank you very much.
Thank you
It
very
was
much.
great that they did, and I think that's brilliant. So yeah, we were a little bit privately worried that is this actually going to happen because of those strike issues, and it happened, and it was brilliant.
Oh, so good.
James says it's better asked forgiveness than permission.
Not quite Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I do look like Beetlejuice today. Beetlejuice.
You look like a burglar.
You look like a
I
burglar.
do. I've got like that little Robert.
Yeah, so it was great that it did go ahead and that the guests put trust in.
Bailey saying hi.
Hi, everyone say to Bailey.
Oh,
It's like, what the Spock is going on?
Today we're going to call him Lieutenant Bailey.
Bailey, you're famous.
So we were really glad it did actually go ahead. We were thrilled that the guests and the organisers were able to put that together. Christoph, you were openly worried. I remember.
Yeah.
You did get blamed. Yes, that's you.
Didn't mince your words.
No.
But I don't think you were rude. I don't think you were out of line.
I think a lot of people admitted at the weekend that they should have had a little bit more faith, and they were possibly wrong to be
there was a lot
negative
going against it. It was the whole SAG strikes.
Yeah.
So
We didn't know it was going to go ahead, but
They did it.
Yeah,
it
and worked.
Yeah.
And the quiet, like the smaller, intimate venue, I think worked very much in its favour.
I loved
Loved
the
it.
format.
I
loved the format.
It's like
definitely.
sci-fi ball.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
quite
it was
like
very
it.
Yeah,
sci-fi
it
ball.
was very much like the sci-fi ball. And like the old style convention.
It all falls back on the community of Trekkies
And with
rather
the, with the limits on what you can talk about, like Tony said again and again and again, we actually get to know the actors and the actresses like
I'm really
on
sad.
a totally different level. I mean, we're
Nicole's
biased, obviously,
viewing
but
habits.
I actually think your panel with Nicole was so
Oh, it
good.
was so much fun.
And even the panel with Terry and Nicole, they just started having a conversation between themselves for about 10 minutes.
What
it was
did you do
great.
for the
What
summer
did you
this
do
year?
for summer?
Like,
And talking about their cabin and
yeah.
like, it was just really nice. It was
did present the
it's different.
challenges presented new opportunities.
yeah.
And that worked really well. And I loved it being in a hotel. I loved not traipsing over to the NEC,
Oh,
which
yes.
is,
Yeah.
you know,
It
not having
doesn't
to
seem
dress
far,
it.
but
No.
it's actually really far.
It's a trek.
On your feet all day, you know, but no, I thought the venue was amazing. I loved the intimacy of
Yeah.
it. I loved that it was more relaxed than other events
Yeah.
that we've been to previously. I gotta admit, I really felt comfortable at home. It was a chill atmosphere.
What I also love is that everyone was at the party.
Yes.
Like, so when you do the DST parties, there's two parties. There's the official party that you pay for, and there's the one at the local bar. And you get to pick which one you go to. This one, it was one venue.
Yeah.
Everyone was there. Everyone got together with each other, and it was just a great time. So I like
I
that.
can't remember.
What is going on with that dog?
Sorry, Bailey's just coughing in the background. He's
Come
fine.
on, Jesus.
He's fine. Sorry, you don't get this at Sam's house. It's way more professional than mine.
Neil, we'll get on to next year's in a minute. We'll carry on with our review.
Yeah.
So we had originally booked for Thursday night through to Sunday. And then we changed it to Friday because it was more scaled back. And there was we just didn't feel the need to be up there on Thursday night. Vicky, you went up Thursday night. Were there many people there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was quite a few people. Yeah,
Good.
It was healing. So
Excellent. But yeah, we like it was my birthday. I don't know if I mentioned anyone, but it was my birthday. Vicky, don't drink that. It's water.
He's
It is.
literally drinking ice strips.
I
Yeah.
have to drink water.
Aw.
I'm starting to sound like Kathleen Turner with the cough. So
Aw.
Sexy.
Yeah, we all have the post-con lurgy. Yeah, it was. But yeah, we went. So we went up on the Friday. What did we do on the Friday? We had. By the time we got up there, we had a walk around, didn't we? We
we had cake.
There was
we had-
cake.
There was
Cake.
cake. In fact, yes.
And we
Great cake.
Vicky very kindly bought me a nice vegan cake, which Sarah and I did devour.
in our pajamas.
In our
with
pajamas.
teaspoons.
Yeah.
We had teaspoons. We got to our room and we had we were done from the party.
We had the munchies.
We had
You
went
Sam and
there.
I had the
Collective
munchies.
Sam and I had the munchies. Sam and I'm Sam. And we just thought, you know what?
Cracked out the teaspoons and had some cake.
I've got a picture. It's just a picture.
that was
Yeah, here. Us and our
Best night
It
PJs.
was a good cake.
Yeah, I know.
Best night ever. It was a good cake.
It was a good cake. We just thought all we got is teaspoons from the tea set. Dig in. And ate this cake. It was amazing. So thank you for the
I
cake.
think it started for DST. Started for me was when we were in the queue when we met the amazing. I can't remember your name.
Oh,
you were
gorgeous.
Mariner cosplayer.
Gorgeous.
Teresa.
In the,
Teresa.
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful. Is this a picture of her? No,
Well,
although this is
that's
our,
us.
Also,
Okay,
amazing
that's
picture.
just
That's us, yeah.
This
God
is
bless
our-
Sam.
this is our Friday night cosplay.
Epic.
So Carol was obviously Girardi, and what a fabulous Girardi she is too. I went as a Facer, or like Rios's character from
also amazing.
Stardust City
That was the
Rag.
best question.
Yeah.
And Sarah is an amazing, now I'm going to say this correctly, Bejazel.
Hazel.
Oh my.
Yeah, I made the neck collar piece
Did.
the day before.
I actually own that suit of my own right.
That's actually Sarah's suit.
But
and I
Sam
made
gave me the collar.
Yeah.
I loved that
And it-
costume. It was probably
she
my
looked great.
most favourite one ever.
Yeah.
It was good fun. That was a good fun costume. And Carol's costume, we actually
It was two costumes.
it was two dresses stitched together. So Carol found
Phenomenal.
it.
And Sam, is yours just thrown together from stuff from...
This is just a
She's
regular
had this all
green
in her
wardrobe
as it
it's a
was.
green
Yeah.
blazer dress. I got a green fur jacket of Vintage the app.
Yeah.
found a ham. I'd
It
made
was
up. I'd
so
made
good.
it, and I
So
loved
good
it.
as, yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Let's look at the next picture. So the next picture. This is a funny story. So this
Good costume.
Amazing costume.
this is my friend Hannah. Now Hannah is a colleague of mine who I've only ever met on Zoom calls. Never met her in person. So she's someone I work
that you
with.
know of.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a Lib Dem. The
Yeah,
chances
we
are that
went with the Liberal
And
Democrats.
Trekkies. There's only so many Trekkies in the world as well.
Do you know what? The Liberal Democrats is split between you either have membership of you're either a national park membership or
You're a Trekkie.
You're a Trekkie. That's,
Oh, okay.
that's it. You
Well, I
are
didn't know
divided
this.
into two groups. If you're not part of those two, probably not a Liberal Democrat.
Not true.
But yeah, so we only ever meet on Zoom calls, and it transpires we're both Star Trek fans, and we were both going to this event, and we were very excited to meet each other in person. And she wore the best outfit.
Oh my god.
Take
yeah.
out a
was
Klingon
so
in a
good.
shuttle bay anytime. So that's my friend Hannah. What's the next picture?
Oh,
most
just
epic
casual
panel
chat.
ever.
This panel. Okay, so this is
This was a brilliant panel.
Yeah.
It
What
was
is
so
this
good.
question? This is a good question. Look at our faces. We're like, oh
So
my god.
is this the naked attraction or the
No.
aliens in space
No, I
explosion
think that might
question?
be the what was it? The law question. There was some sort of
the
about
employment
law.
employment law question where poor Nicole's just like, where?
Yeah, I know. I kind of.
She was so good.
I briefly had an out-of-body experience. I was like thinking about what to add to my Tesco shopping list at that
And then
moment. Then I
boom,
sort of
straight
came
back
back and like, I'm in a
I
panel.
need to control this
No,
conversation.
Yeah.
Talking about Canadian employment law is probably a question for
It was American
someone
employment
else.
news, not Canadian.
And she's Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not the question. for-
Cask Strength Gamer says, I worked at Destination Trek. Yay! Thank you.
And well, thank you for all your hard work.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
thank
there were a
you.
lot of people who volunteered a lot of time and worked bloody hard.
Yeah.
So we
Seriously, you
thank
guys, you guys work
Yeah.
like,
Hats
Aw.
off to you.
yeah.
James says, does she wear the barrel on Zoom calls? See, this is the thing, Dylan. Dylan.
Dylan. Oh, I like it. Dylan.
That's what I call you when you're naughty. James.
Dylan.
I only see her from here upwards, so I had
could
no
be wearing
idea.
a barrel.
I had no idea she was a barrel. But actually, she does have a tattoo of the Enterprise. That's how we found out we were friends. Steady. Yep. At ease, Lieutenant. Right, where are we up to in our pictures? Here we are.
Mr. Mason.
Carol and I with Dan. We did a panel with Dan on the future of Star Trek.
In very many versions.
Yeah, which could literally be taken anyway. It was literally called Star Trek and the Future or something.
Yeah.
And we kind of winged it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We sort of got there, and it
Oh,
was.
she was on the
I
panel
was
on
at your
Sunday.
panel on Sunday, and I was like, "Oh, you were amazing!
Amazing.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
for
much."
running everywhere. You
Yes.
were fantastic."
And yeah.
It wasn't your fault that someone asked a question about employment law. Like, you can't control the questions that come out of their
I think that
mouths,
was
right?
a different
Although
panel. That was, I think,
I was a different panel.
that was the Future of Trek panel.
Oh,
I
on
think,
the
yeah.
Sunday.
Well, we did two panels on
You did
Sunday.
two
Oh,
panels.
yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh.
To be fair, though, I think there were very few questions where the Compes had to step in and go,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
did seem to get the brief, particularly by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
People did
I think
get
I think
it.
that was it.
Honestly,
I was lucky. I think having a Sunday slot. Everyone was coming up with new and original questions.
No, it's really fun.
It's great. Christoph has something to say. By the way, the FedCon organisers sent out an email today pre-announcing there will soon be details on Destination
Yeah.
Trek Germany. FedCon guys, what?
We
Jason will.
only get the guess. The rest will be organised by FedCon team.
That's
be
interesting.
I did see something about Destination Germany, actually.
Yeah, so it sounds like they're maybe doing a thing together, are they?
Oh my!
Anyway,
Like FedCon get good guests.
Oh, they do get good guests. Well, that's
So they
amazing.
just a
Would you
German,
consider
German
going to
thing.
Germany?
Yeah, just a Germany thing.
They've been to Germany.
We went to Germany. FedCon
We've
was
been,
really
to,
good. We
we've been to FedCon and we've been to one Destination
Yeah.
Trek.
So,
Star Trek.
so is FedCon to show masters like Media 10 was to show masters? They're like two different companies.
They don't have a Star Trek license.
No one
so
does anymore,
unofficial.
no. Yeah.
But they never did. But they are really good. Yeah, they're like sort of.
That's probably not a bad thing, partnering up with
I think,
FedCon.
yeah,
Maybe that
LeVar-
could help Destination Trek in the
Yeah,
UK.
exactly.
LeVar Burton was just announced for FedCon
They've got
next
some
year.
good guests.
Yeah, they've got some good guests, yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, they had Anthony
You were the
Mount.
one who let them know how
Like-
long we had left. You were amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks for your help, mate. You were good.
Aw.
They're always so good.
Yeah.
They're always
Oh,
so
yeah.
helpful.
You're
God, do you remember that day when we prepped that
Oh
panel?
my god.
And then you gave me the like USB drive. There was nothing on it.
Didn't work.
I was like,
oh my god.
And
and
before God,
literally, and the girl was like running,
Brilliant.
trying to get it
Oh.
sorted. And then it all just went to shit.
And then the
we,
guy was there
Sorry,
trying to
their
make
fault.
all of the things.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah,
they
it's
did-
just
we
so
it all
annoying.
just went to
hard.
shit and we winged it, but
Yeah.
it was fine.
It was
Yeah.
fine. But
We've
yeah,
decided
you guys
from now
were-
on, the more we plan, the worse it is.
Exactly.
We just wing it.
It's just, yeah.
When we send
Exactly.
Sam now, we just go, no, she's our tribute.
Yeah.
What's the last picture? The last picture is
Oh, the
yes.
amazing
Yes,
Nicole Burke.
Nicole.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was so lucky. She's a wonderful person to interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there was a good vibe. Just
You guys bounce off
You
each
two
other.
are
Yeah.
besties.
Yeah.
I nearly said to her actually once. I bumped
Can I
into
come
her.
to your cabin?
Yeah, can I come and have your new friend? No, once in Vegas.
There's one time in
in Vegas. I was in the ladies and I was just washing my hands and this lady came up to me and said, I really love your dress. And it wasn't like a Star Trek dress, it was just like a regular dress. I turned around, it was Nicole de Boer. I was like, oh my god, I was like, thank you. Oh my god, you know, when you're not even Star Trekking at that moment, you're like, oh, and I didn't tell her that. I was like, oh, just be cool, Sam. Don't tell her about our, you know, that's what you just say to people, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
I love your dress. It's just a way to
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm going to big up a woman right now. Let's
Yeah.
say this, you know.
Oh,
Willie always says, Nicole always says hi to me.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Willie,
that's-
did you survive the storms? Are you all safe?
Mm.
Yeah, Willie,
love
I'm out your way. I'm in Florida
I
in
love
2 weeks' time.
Willie's beach updates
Oh
every
my
day.
God,
His
yeah.
little
I do.
beach
And your
pictures.
dogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dogs
I'm out
are-
in Florida in 2 weeks' time, Willie. So I'm heading out your way.
Oh no, there's no way Nicole stopped watching Naked Attraction. She's
Oh, no.
addicted.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
going to have found the American
was
way of streaming
funny.
It's funny.
That
Yeah,
was so
Lord.
funny. I did really enjoy it. I did think we had a good laugh in that panel.
It was so good to have like briefly bumped into her in the bar the night
Oh,
before
yeah.
because
Yes.
that was that
Yeah.
little nugget. Like, so
Yeah.
I must
what
have
have you
passed
been
out by
enjoying
that
when
point.
you're in the
Yeah.
UK?
Oh,
Yeah, Nicole was definitely one of the
Yes.
highlights. And Terry, we love Terry.
Oh,
She's
Brilliant.
amazing.
They were brilliant.
So-
And Christina Chong and her dog.
Oh,
Cute.
Do you know what? That
but you-
dog, oh my gosh, that dog
you
was-
guys got to see Jess, and I didn't get to see her because I was not there.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Jess
Same.
is the most incredible.
So-
There's just something like she's such an old soul.
Yes, like that's exactly
Did
it.
you
She's
see her
such an
reading
old
Shakespeare?
soul.
'Cause I really wanted to see.
No,
I
no,
wanted
but
to see
she
that.
like
Oh.
the wisdom, the words that come out of her mouth.
Yeah.
She's just old
Yeah.
before her time.
Yeah, but-
She's just worldly in some.
Okay, so David. I can't ever pronounce
Ajala?
it. Ajala.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was saying I had something, but I knew it wasn't right, and I didn't want to finish it.
But
But honestly, his words of wisdom. I
Oh.
want them as a calendar up
honestly,
Yes.
every day.
Sam was like,
Lovely.
"We need you to record this so we
Yes.
can have
Yeah.
like a daily
Like,
David
like,
Ajala
honestly,
update."
everything he said was like this quote I want to hear every
In
morning
fact,
to wake up.
I think Sam dropped the like podcast word, and then
Yeah.
it's like, well, you know, there's no plans,
no
but
idea.
that
Yeah.
earworm's going to be in
I
there.
kind of want him to be like my Alexa, waking me up in the morning saying, "Sam, you are wonderful. Seize the day," and all that
Yeah,
wonderful
Just
stuff.
in
he's
his
Yeah,
saying.
voice.
honestly, everything he said was just beautiful
Yeah.
and
but no, Jess Bush is
damn.
Jess
Yeah.
Bush is amazing. I would love to see her work.
Yeah.
She's just.
I thought what was interesting about Jess Bush and Christina Chong was almost that I expected their personalities to be like,
Polar opposite of the
well, I almost expected Jess to be like Christina,
Yes.
and Christina to be like Jess.
Yeah.
But no, but they're
Yeah.
like, and they're
Yeah.
complete opposites to their characters.
Exactly, and I like that.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a good actor, I
Yeah.
think. Someone
Yeah,
who plays
yeah.
their polar.
I mean, there's Christina Chong like with her Spotify. What do you think of this version of my
Oh
song?
my God.
What do you think of this version
Yeah.
of my song? But
Not
not
in
in
a
a
version of the song, everyone.
Yeah.
yeah, not in a weird way.
No.
We were all just like, yeah, we want to vote for your song.
She has
yeah.
such a cheerful vibe
Oh,
about
Oh,
her.
she's amazing.
Yeah.
Complete opposite of La'an Noonien Singh.
Yeah.
But Jess Bush, I thought I was, she was so, well, I don't know,
Like,
like-
deep.
yes, yes.
It's really, not that Christina's shallow. That sounds awful. But no, just
Yeah.
just,
No, but
she's just
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
She's just such an old soul. That's the only way I can describe it. She's got such an old
Yeah.
soul.
Oh,
I
was sorry to miss it, but yeah.
really good.
Oh,
Cask Strength Gamer says, I think JG Hertz says is bonkers in a good way. Yes! The most
Is that the guy
delightful
with the hat?
Yes, Gary.
Oh my
that's Martok, yes.
Yeah.
God, he was so funny. he was like, "Don't give me that microphone.
Yes.
I will shout at you." And he was so
But
good.
again, when he started quoting Shakespeare, the room went silent.
But he knew all of the words.
I know.
Who knows Shakespeare like
Yeah, I
that?
know.
I know.
Yeah.
And this is where you forget,
Classically trained.
like, you know, okay, he's known for this part on Star Trek, which isn't a main part, but it's a fairly big
It's a good part. It's a great
good
part. Yeah.
But you forget that they've done all of that other stuff as well. Like Patrick Stewart, you know,
Yeah.
he's done all of the that he's done.
Exactly.
But,
Yeah.
Rashid, yes, David Ajay was like magnificent, and yeah, you're right. It was lovely to see his wife and his
Oh
boys
my
there.
god,
Boys.
his boys.
Oh.
So confident,
Oh,
such confident and
Tony
humbleness.
was like, "How
So
bad is your dad's
supportive.
dancing?" Like,
So
yeah, he's
supportive.
actually
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
he
Yeah.
was really good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was good.
Oh my god, no,
I love
didn't-
it when the kids were like, "And when are you going to retire?"
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
kind of did like that because that was the last like proper panel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The weekend? And he was. He mentioned Star Trek. Like everyone else had been very quiet. Like the host could
He
talk about it,
broke
but
the
and
rules.
Tony tried to stop him or tried to interject, and he was like, "No,
No.
we're here to celebrate Star Trek." And I'm thinking maybe he used a couple of his strikes at that point. They're allowed like 2 or 3 strikes, aren't they? But he knew exactly what he was doing,
Yeah,
and
he
he was
did.
like, "Do you know
he played
what?"
to his audience.
Yeah, he was like, "You guys have come
played it
here
well.
for
Yeah.
Star Trek because you love Star Trek." And that's all I'm going to say. And
So
I
I'm
was
just seeing the next
really-
picture, Sam's queuing up.
Yeah,
I've got an
I've
absolutely
got to
massive
add
love
it,
for that.
but I have to do it. Oh, okay. Oh, look, spoiler alert.
She's back. She's back. She's back. She's back.
I'm back. So
Sorry.
yeah, talking about next year's
yeah.
Destination Trek. This was my initial reaction to finding out that it would be held in Blackpool.
Do I have to wear beige? Sam? 80? Do I have to wear beige?
Anyone else have this reaction?
Starbase 80. Starbase 80. Yeah, right? Who else is going?
Yes, so we're very excited to hear there's one next year.
We are excited about that part.
Yeah, very excited it's next year.
And our excitement will grow when more guests are announced.
But
Location
Starbase 80.
is the Starbase
Blackpool.
Yeah.
5-hour drive.
Yeah.
Rashid loves Blackpool. I'm so happy for you that you love Blackpool.
That's
Once, and I did actually like it, but I was younger.
Yeah, I went when I was a kid and I loved it when I was a kid.
The illumination.
And I went when I was
I
an
think we'll see illuminations
adult
in July,
for
though.
a work conference, and I said
and
I'll
the
never go
reviews
ever
too.
again.
Hashtag sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good... Like, we instantly will look to the hotel reviews, and
Yeah.
they're not great.
I mean, they're worse than that.
I feel like it. I feel like it will be like
Of course.
staying in faulty towers.
Yeah, it's kind of substandard. Is suboptimal. Suboptimal is probably
Yeah.
a good way of describing it.
You know what?
But
we
it's
can
a
be
Star Trek
lured by
convention.
the right guest.
Yeah.
All the right guests.
Or an Airbnb.
Or an Airbnb.
We're going.
like-
We'll go. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
we'll go.
we're gonna go.
I don't know. I don't think we'll stay at the Norbrook. And that's a shame because I really liked having everyone all together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the nice
And
And
thing.
when you're
Yeah.
really drunk, it's really convenient to just fall into
Stumble
the
into-
lift
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I did.
No,
Yeah.
And
that
then
was
fall
so
into your room.
convenient.
And maybe for one night, say the Friday, we could... Oh no, even then.
I don't
even
know.
then.
Are you
even
up to date
then.
with your
I don't know.
vaccines?
I don't know. I
We
don't
can
know.
just have a taxi pick us up from the
It's
door. They can also
tetanus.
stumble to a door.
It's and like I don't mind saying somewhere sort of rubbish, but I mean, this is a spectacular rubbish. But we'll probably go anyway, and we're looking forward to it.
Oh my
we want
God.
to see the guests.
Yeah.
The guest lineup they got so far is brilliant. I hope that the vibe is similar to this one. It's
The
going
bar
to be
closes
great.
at 11 at Norberg.
The bar closes at 11 p.m.
Then you
Oh.
bring one with
we're
you.
gonna leave
Ashish.
them.
So this is more like a venue, and there's another place, isn't
Oh, yeah.
there? That's probably what's
After
happening.
party. Oh
yeah.
my god. Okay.
It didn't feel like cast strength gamers. It didn't feel like a con. It felt like a massive social.
Yes!
And we
Oh,
liked
yeah,
that
yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
That's what we
the
liked
vibe, yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to see everyone.
Plenty
Yeah.
of nice wee guest houses.
Yes.
Oh.
That is
Wee
true. Yeah.
guest houses.
It's a shame though because the Hilton. I mean, we make jokes. We make jokes every year about the prices
Oh,
at the
yeah.
bar. The bar, you go to
Oh,
the bar every
the
time.
service wasn't as bad,
No,
but
'cause
it
it was
wasn't
smaller.
as busy.
It wasn't as busy. Like it was much quicker than other years.
There was a queue system, whereas before you would just like.
Also, we sent a really tall John to go get us drinks.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't buy drinks.
So Heather says, why is the hotel so bad? Is it really bad? Yeah, it's not great.
The reviews aren't
just the
great.
reviews
Yeah,
aren't.
the
The
reviews aren't great,
reviews are not good.
They're not great. I mean, there aren't
They-
any
the-
good reviews.
The reviews are poor.
The reviews are poor. There's no way
Room for improvement.
There's no way to sugarcoat them.
you can't sugarcoat it. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, but you
that-
had. I don't know if there's pre or post there's 6 million.
It could get better. It could get better.
Yeah, it could get better. We don't know.
Billy, that's your name. Thank you for telling us your name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right, Christoph. DT worked well because it was smaller.
Yeah, and I think that is the
True.
vibe that they're going to stick with.
Yeah.
I think this was about 3,000 people.
Yeah.
And they're looking to like top it out at 5. So it's going to
that'd
be
be
a lot
perfect.
smaller.
Yeah, and I think, like you say, maybe 5-10 more guests. Like if they had 5-10 more big guests.
I think they were saying that for 5,000 people they can get between like 20 and 25 guests.
Yeah.
So that's a nice amount of like popular ones and people you don't see so often, lesser characters.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Rashid says he doesn't care about his room as long as their friends.
Oh,
are.
Rashid, you have the right attitude.
You're a better person than we are. Yeah, see what
Yeah.
But I want a clean bed. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's,
SF board
and
always have that
it's true that the price is good.
Oh.
It's cheap, but it it is a long distance. For
You
a
get
lot
what
of
you pay
people.
for.
But if, to be fair, it's long distance for people in the south.
Oh,
Suddenly,
this-
it's not
yeah,
a long
that's
distance for
the
people in
thing,
the
isn't
north
it?
who don't
That's
have
true.
so many.
Yeah.
It's like
true.
you guys, you know.
That is true.
Yeah.
So yes, it's,
I hope it's not like a thing that's where it's going to be from now on. I hope
I
they
hope
move
it
I hope
it
they
around.
divide it. I hope it's between
be sensible.
Blackpool and Birmingham.
Yeah,
Because
or
they're
like
both
they
Move it.
Yes.
they
Oh,
alternate
yeah.
it, but then and people didn't like the fact that it was in London because it was so far away for some people. It's very central in London, and you always make a good point about the guests flying in.
The guest
Yeah.
flying in is a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
James says same weekend as San Diego Comic Con where Richard and I will be doing our musical interlude.
I look forward to hearing your triangle.
Yeah.
The
I will
triangle
listen
was
to it.
showstopper.
That triangle was chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
That was. So next week we've got 1 week till Star Trek Day. Whoop! Star Trek Day has become one of my favourite days of the year since the pandemic. Oh my god, that first pandemic year was just hilarious. I thought they've done a great job. Actually, they did it before, didn't they? They did it before, but like when they did it online, started streaming it more.
Yeah,
It
like,
was good.
I remember Joe kind of just rolling onto a stage at some point. Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah.
Is Heather the lady from Emsworth?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
hello,
I-
Heather.
Yes, Heather saying, I did like staying where the con was. Seems a shame not to my requirements. That would be clean, so I'm a bit disappointed. I've never stayed there. None of us have stayed there, so I don't know. We're just
We've
going on
already
reviews
gone on
on
the
the internet.
reviews, so, but it could be absolutely. We
I'm
don't
hoping
know.
it'll be fine. Some
Yeah.
people say it's fine. Go on to TripAdvisor, make a call for yourself.
Yeah, just-
see if
yeah.
it's up.
Congratulations on winning Mr. and Mrs. again.
Oh yes, that was a good. That was
Oh,
good.
Such a
fun
good game.
quiz, yeah.
We were
that
robbed,
was-
Carol. We were robbed by
I
a
know.
point.
Just,
Half a point.
An actual married
Half a
couple
point.
won it, like,
Yeah.
you know.
But me and you, half a point off them.
I know,
point.
I know, you
Half a
guys
point,
did good.
yeah.
yeah, it's but yeah.
Billy's right.
Yeah, and, like, it's
You're
too
always
bad.
going to have someone that's not happy.
Back, yeah.
You're always going to have someone that's not happy.
Yeah.
You just have to make the most of it. And
Exactly.
I think that was the biggest takeaway from this con was that so many people were hating on it and were dubious about it. We were dubious about it. We didn't know if it was going to go ahead with the strikes and everything, but
Had a
that's
great
off to
time.
them. They
Yeah,
pulled it
pulled it
out
off.
of the bag.
Yeah,
There were
did a
things
good
that
job.
could have been better.
Yeah.
I think they'll admit that. There were things that could be improved on. They've taken that feedback and will work on it. But I think they're moving in the right direction. And if they make good on everything that they've said they want to do and they're going to do, I think they've got a winning formula.
Yeah, I admit, I thought this year was brilliant. I wish they'd like just replicate
Because
it again.
Vicky was there.
Yeah, and also we've got to say big hats off to the Rikers Beard.
Oh,
who
yeah. Oh,
Wow.
they did so much work.
Yeah.
so much. They worked
Yeah.
so hard.
I don't think people realise how much goes into bringing those sets to
Yeah,
locations and setting them up and dismantling
And do
them.
the
There's a hell of a lot of legwork
Yeah.
goes into that.
And
So
Dan, I don't know how many panels you host.
Oh,
Was it
so
all
many.
of
I
them?
don't
All
think
of
he
them.
slept. I don't
know
think
he
he
slept.
slept that
Him
whole
and
weekend.
Tony,
You
I think
did
we're
lit-
just
Yeah,
like
him and
the number of
Tony.
panels and then DJing all night. I'd like.
He worked his socks off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
Dan,
I saw him at breakfast. I
Dan,
think
a
that's-
man.
Dan
Yeah.
and Tony, they worked very,
Tribute to
very
you.
hard, and
Docker
James
hats.
as well.
Yeah.
James did so much work with making
You
those
guys,
sets.
you guys basically ran that convention.
Yeah.
So hats off to you.
I think if they were to do it again, they need a bit more help because they had like Gary, they had Adam, they had James's friend. Ken,
Christoph, I've seen
doing
the
a lot of
pictures. He
pictures.
helped. I saw you.
I have photographic evidence of Christoph helping to dismantle
Oh,
the set.
yeah,
So
Christoph
he was
there.
there.
Yeah, he is
But there was, I think, so many people wanting pictures. I felt as if they couldn't almost enjoy the con as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So, because I think between Carl running off and the other lads trying to do their panels, it was just a bit.
And I think they learned that
a
those
lot.
smaller, more niche panels, like the mixology panel,
yeah.
was
are
amazing.
really, really popular.
Yeah. Who
Really
doesn't want to learn
popular.
how to make a Star Trek cocktail?
If I wasn't
We
so
all know
hungover, I was
the
going to
big-
try them.
The big guests are great. We all love the big guests. And like we've said, that it was actually nice that we got to talk about things that weren't Star Trek related, got to know them a little bit more, because you do invariably get asked the same. They get asked the same questions over and over again.
and we
We've
hear
heard
the
the
answer,
answers over and over again, so that was really nice. But yeah, I think those smaller panels like the Mr. and Mrs. and the mixology panels,
They were fun.
they were
They're
really
fun.
popular,
Yeah.
and I think that is kind of, they're looking to have more of that kind of involvement.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Star Trek
do that.
cocktails, who
people
doesn't
have
want
stopped
to know?
commenting. Do you think they're still there?
You're still there. You got bored.
sorry.
But so next week is Star Trek Day. And who is? Did anyone manage to get tickets to go to the Lower Decks event next Friday? Carol and I are planning to be there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go up there. We're going to see what it's all about. We'll report back, let you know with no spoilers, because no one likes spoilers.
No
People
one
do
likes
that
spoilers.
at
We're not
jerks.
those people.
And then we're going to hopefully hop online so we can watch all the festivities online and join in on the online chatter. So
Join us at Twitter at
Yeah.
1 a.m.
Yeah, I do. I do quite like all-nighters.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Fabulous, guys. Right, well, we hope that you've had a lovely week and recovered well and aren't too full of lurgy like
Us too.
I'm negative. I'm
soon.
not passing.
Negative too. Stupid COVID.
Stupid COVID. Make it come back. Well, we hope you all have a lovely time and we will hopefully see you next week. Have a good week. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye.